right now. The first match is GodlyLove versus Bright Light.
Which is like, it's another good match. Like you can't say, oh, I mean, GodlyLove's gonna win or Bright Light's gonna win because they're both good players.
Yes, and you've got the leader.
Giant
you got
Lou
the leader coming out saying, I'm gonna be part of this. The Giant Boon! Oh, great counters, great counters. He just had the perfect...
Gonna get a hit. The minion switched. The blue does get a hit off that because the minion switched to the Giant.
Wow, what a poor retarget. I feel like
Mini P.E.K.K.A though, oh, he gets the barbarians down. That's expensive counter. He dropped skeletons and had to drop barbarians for that counter. Now look how far behind he is on Elixir now.
Very costly. Godly really had, you know, the perfect starting hand for that. He played the pump. You know, Bright Light made the right move. He tried to punish him for the pump. He went straight Giant Boon. But Godly was like, bro, I started with Mini P.E.K.K.A minions. Like, come at me. He was ready to fight. He was putting up the fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs. Now we got GodlyLove with 2 elixir pumps down, and Bright Light only has 1. So he's really struggling here in the beginning because he tried to do that aggressive push. Because most people on ladder or anything like that don't know what to do to Giant Loon.
Exactly, they're not prepared for it. Here comes the freaking Golem. Yes, the double pump into the Golem. Super excited to see that. If he can counter this Giant Balloon effectively, that Golem's gonna put in work. It's gonna put in mad work.
He needs to stop that balloon. That's gonna probably be a tower there.
And it is. He does
he has
get 2
pushes
hits off
on
of
both
the tower.
sides though. He got a Mini P.E.K.K.A and skeletons on one side and a Golem on the other side.
Great split push. The zap does stop the Mini P.E.K.K.A for a second, but it gets the 4 hits, and that's the tower.
Now we have a Golem taking out that tower down to under halfway.
You know what? And the worst part is arguably Bright Light countered that exactly how you should, you know? He had the barbs, he had the damage dealers to put away the minions, but it wasn't enough. Golem is just too big, guys. It's just too big. Here we go. This is the really cool thing. When you can start dropping Giant and Balloon on your opponent's side, free pump. He literally, extremely poor pump placement, cost him that pump, and now he's not going to be able to make his Golem pushes effective. He really needs this to count.
He dropped the pump as a distraction to get time to get his other things down because he probably didn't have the cards that he needed.
I feel like he still got the balloon hit off though. There we go. He does take the tower on the right hand side. The double princess is so annoying.
To go for the
doing mad work.
Well, this is a 3-round push.
This is what I was talking about. If that pump really doesn't stop it, if this balloon makes it to tower, he's gonna be in trouble. He does stop the balloon from getting to tower, and it looks like that's gonna be game. Way to stop that 3-crown push. Godly.
The princess is literally. That princess is what stops stuff. Because Princess will just melt barbarians if you just leave it there. Okay. Versus Trainer Chris.
Woo! This is one of the ones that you said you arguably would want to see versus him or Pompeo. Let's see it happen.
This is a matchup neither of them want.
They weren't looking forward to it.
Because honestly, you want to play matches where you're like, okay, I got this one. I got this one. Not a match where you're like, oh crap, I actually have to be on my A game.
Not only that, but when you see the furnace drop, when you see like the princess in the back, cards that you know are going to be annoying all game, you got to be thinking to yourself, all right, I got to get ready, like this is going to be a rough game. So it looks
like this setup right now, Clark Kent is running a miner deck, and Trainer Chris is running a giant poison.
We can't see miner and both miner.
Oh no, miner, sorry. He's running a they're both gonna be running giant decks, but that setup from the beginning is like a miner setup, so that's why I said miner, but both are giant.
Yeah, because Alpha banned the miner, so we can't have miner or a hog. Mini P.E.K.K.A comes in, is gonna take that other Mini P.E.K.K.A down. Great zap there, gets really good value out of the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Unfortunately, the giant is gonna get 4 hits off. Wow, nice. Putting Trainer Chris in the lead. And Trainer's just gonna pump up, right? He's gonna keep his lead going. He's gonna keep, you know, it snowballing and see if he can put this away. Yo, shout out to Sergeant CR for his birthday, man. Give him some love. That's awesome.
Go eat some cake.
Yeah. Cake it up. Oh my goodness.
That furnace, it just does consistent damage over and over.
Yes, it's extremely annoying, and it's so good as a counter because there we go. Called it. There's the hound. Furnace Hound, it makes a great combo to themselves, especially with the the Mini P.E.K.K.A, because it allows you to get your Mini P.E.K.K.A to the
tower. The giant, though,
tower.
is going to get to the tower here. That's
poison
a lot.
really shut
Giant
everything
does
down.
a lot of damage on the tower.
And he doesn't really have anything to counter it. I'm gonna say that's close to a tower. Yep, he's 2 hits away from taking the tower there.
Musketeer is gonna melt the Lava Hound. With an Ice Whiz there, it's over. That's a poison.
Oh, there we go. There we go. He got, okay, so this is what we're talking about. Trainer Chris got the damage he needed in the beginning. All he's got to do is defend and poison for game.
Defending a Lava Hound is easier said than done.
True, true. The problem is it's so slow, right?
Yeah.
So unless Clark is really gonna make the Hound he just had count, which it doesn't look like he's gonna get the value out of it, it's gonna be game.
It's gonna be a lot of damage on the tower there with those lava pups. See, if that Ice Whiz wasn't there for those lava pups, the tower would have probably gone down.
I feel like he didn't make it count right there when he needed to. He needed a little bit more elixir or maybe those minions to really put away that tower. And that's gonna be Trainer Chris's game.
WillWin versus, I can't see because the notes came up.
It's Malc. We got WillWin versus Malc.
Did you know
Pompeo has not played yet? Stick around.
Did you know when you're playing a match, you can emote and then drop a unit to where it's not being seen?
No way, right under your emote?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's almost as dirty as dropping the minion horde and the mini P.E.K.K.A.'s already under it, and you're like, oh, arrows, and then you realize your life is over because mini P.E.K.K.A.'s that tower. Such a savage play.
If somebody's like coming at you with something, you can emote, drop like a princess in the back, so it doesn't zap it quick enough.
And get that value off of.
So you get the value from it, or drop a. If you know you get expensive elixir class, you can drop like a Sparky and it's covered up by an emote, and they won't see it until the emote goes away, so you have time to get about a little bit of elixir back.
See, those are those high-level plays that can really throw someone off. I love that he's playing Giant Musketeer. He basically is playing, he has like the trifecta setup, but he's like, all right, no hog, let's just switch to Giant. The deck is still strong. Look at the damage he got on that tower. Punished him for playing the pump so early.
It's the Trifecta, bro.
Woo, it's the Trifecta. Yo, it's the Trifecta. Yeah, everyone's saying Giant Trifecta in chat. Nope, there's no hog. It's just Trifecta, mates. Woo! And he's pumping up, right? So he took care of, oh man, that's such a painful play to have happen to you. Malc has really got to be hurting right now to get your pump shut down, have your opponent do his damage, and then be like, you don't have minor, and drop his pump in the back.
That's gonna be the new meta deck, dude. It's gonna be the Trifecta.
The Trifecta is the new meta. No, we have not had Pompeo or CMC play. Stick around, stick around. Great players all day today. Here we go, Mini P.E.K.K.A. Ice Wizard, good counter. He finally figured out what was going on, and he's gonna do good damage on here. And he's getting a play of his own over here. Giant Musketeer to the right.
It's the Mini P.E.K.K.A. versus the Valkyrie. Like that's literally what's coming down to. Is the Valkyrie doing enough work to take out everything that he's dropping to defend, or is the Mini P.E.K.K.A. gonna be able to get to the tower with the Giant?
Yep, exactly. And it's whoever's gonna play him more correct. It's, you know what I'm expecting to see? I'm expecting to see those off plays where out of nowhere they drop Giant sort of in the middle and then the opponent's kind of confused for a second. That's the kind of stuff where you put the game away.
Oh, this could be he has the left side, he has to push on the left side, he has to push on the right side as well. So that's the problem with this match right now. He's split pushing it to make him to split defend, which is not letting him set up for a counter push.
Yeah, but the problem is that he already got that damage in the beginning, so Poison, here we go. Poison's gonna put it away, and he's not gonna get to tower fast enough for game.
Valkyrie is such a good defensive card, and an offensive card
at all. Also, guys, follow Clash Royale League on Mob Crush so you can always be notified when we get these crazy matchups. Oh my goodness, we got Isa versus Raintown. Raintown awesome. Making his famous debut.
Running the Giant. And okay, this is the first Inferno I think we've seen, right?
No, this is the second. Justin played the first Inferno.
See, Inferno is a great counter to this deck.
Yes, this is the first Inferno we've seen in this series.
Okay.
So like in these two clans, yeah. And look it did mad work there. If Mini P.E.K.K.A. can shut down that princess,
No.
Oh, shut down right before Princess is gonna be
Tower
annoying.
said no. I really don't like how cards will ignore something that's about to die. They should continue attacking it.
I agree. You know what? And I almost figured that that's why the mini P.E.K.K.A would have got the kill, because I figured the tower would have ignored at that last shot and let it hit. But it did not. It actually, sometimes it's weird, and the tower did target it. Princess doing all of Iza's damage over there.
Skeleton's coming in to defend. He does zap them, so Princess is still on the tower. Musketeer there to take out the mini P.E.K.K.A. Princess is gonna take that tower down.
There we go. Yeah, I know. She was very close.
That was
Finally
weird.
shut down by another princess.
Did you see that? His princess was injured a little bit, right? But then they dropped the other princess. It didn't take one hit from that princess to take it out. So the skeletons didn't do enough damage.
Yeah, and you know what? It put it in the situation where the princess got killed by that musketeer that had no health. If he would have dropped his princess back to the right a little bit more, not only would it have taken that princess, but he would have dealt with the musketeer for free, and he would have had a princess do some more poke damage. So Raintown's kind of got to find out, you know.
He is ahead with the elixir advantage with 2 elixir pumps down. That's the advantage he has right now, but he is really far behind the damage.
And he's playing against the Inferno, right? So he's got to deal with that all the time. He's really got to get like a double giant push going.
That giant Inferno counter is so strong.
Here we go. This is what I expected. Shutting down the Inferno faster than he can cycle to another one. And the princess will finally put it away.
No,
it was not fast enough. Double Inferno play just walks that giant all the way across. And I don't think Raintown's going to be able to even get the tower. Double princesses got taken out in the poison. That is so much value. That is straight.
Barbarians in the back.
Double princess taken out in the poison. That's some Romeo and Juliet up in here.
Mini P.E.K.K.A there to counter barbarians.
Double Inferno for the giant.
Comes down again.
Raintown is just not going to be able to get to tower. He's got to play in a different rotation, you know? He's right, okay, so what he's doing right now is he's trying to cycle to double giant. Raintown needs to be cycling to double barbs. So only thing he has to deal with the Infernus.
He set up that poison for Elixir Collector, Tower, and Princess.
And it looks like as long as he just chills out guards with these Infernos, he's basically going to poison him to death.
2 giants.
Here we go. Double giant play coming in again.
Yeah, but the mini P.E.K.K.A is still alive, and it's just going to melt these giants.
There's the second Inferno. He needed the Inferno. Double giant on the Inferno that was going to shut it down before it shuts down those giants. He might actually be able to get some damage here.
No.
Nope. Lured way too far away, and it's going to be poison for game.
Double princess out here. That's game.
GG Isa. Hello, my pretty princess. And if he wasted the poison on it, then he can't waste it on the tower, right? So you're not taking the poke damage on tower. You can get back in the game. CMC versus Trainer Garret for the last match. Let's see it go. Pump right off the bat.
Let's see if he's gonna fails out. 3 muskies right off the bat.
CMC with those 3 muskies, really good on splitting them. I wish he would have played them farther back so they won't. No, he played it just perfectly so that it didn't get targeted by the tower. Love it. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Great timing on those. Wow. Guards are gonna distract that princess for a second too.
Poison is, or somebody's gonna come in and take out the princess. Obviously the musketeer will just clean it up. No,
you want to keep that. And exactly, I was gonna say you want to keep that princess alive so she can get some poke damage. Great poison there, shutting down the barbs and the princess. And now pumping back up for a counter push.
Barbarian on the tower though is still gonna do a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, they got 2 hits in, so that brought him down 500. That could, like we've been talking about, that could make or break the very end of the game, you know?
3 musketeers in the back now. Splitting them down the middle. We got a giant coming on the left lane. He's splitting lanes now. He decides, I'm not gonna go for the right anymore. I'm gonna go for the left.
You know what? It almost works for him because now he's only fighting against 1 musketeer, and he can shut down the 2 musketeers with the guards. No one, look at that. He shut down the double musketeer with the guards on the right-hand side. Now he's got a musketeer going on the right-hand side. He's got the giant on the left-hand side. Woo! And he's getting the damage out of the poison. I still wish he would have hit poison on the pump too, but I will say Great play.
He needed to poison the barbarians to let his giant get a little more damage in.
Exactly. I can see that. I can see that. I mean, because it did shut down the giant. It did shut down the barbs, right? They didn't even make it to tower. He's pumping back up. He's ahead in damage.
He's starting off with the 3 muskies, and you still haven't seen the last 2 cards he has.
And that's almost a sign of he's in trouble, right? And you can already see that he's down. He's down in tower damage. And
oh, there's value on that poison.
Garret keeps, you know, splitting his troops. He keeps forcing the damage off. Wow, great damage out of the Musketeer on the left-hand side. That almost just put him back in this game, actually, to be honest, because now, if he gets a
Double
tower,
giants.
he's looking for the second.
Barbarians coming in. Prince is coming in as well. Those Fire Spirits weren't a good placement. I think they should have placed them on the side, so it jumped on the Prince
Yep,
and
definitely
guards instead of the Giant.
But he is going to get great value out of that poison. He takes care of the princess. He does the poke damage he needs to do. And he sets back
Mini
up.
P.E.K.K.A. almost got a hit.
Woo! Shut down at the very end. Here we go. We saw the last cards. There's the Ice Spirit and the Zap. It goes into sudden death.
I wonder why he wasn't using
one
the Mini
tower's gonna
P.E.K.K.A. to counter the Giant.
One hit, and there it is.
my
CMC
gosh.
takes it at the very end. It looked like Garret was gonna have it. Garret was pushing.